Hola, I'm Kissie,
What up? I'm Jess.
and you're listening to Good Mom,
Bad Mama
where we discuss the good
and the bad.
decisions that we make as moms. So keep listening to make your own judgments.
Or just listen, because this mom shit is hard.
Yeah. So today we have a confession. Well, you have a confession. It ain't my confession. Jessica recently brought this up like 5 minutes ago, and I was like, nope, we're talking about this in the podcast. So, Jessica, what's your confession?
Okay, so my confession, you know what? I'm trying to act all shy about this, and I'm not, because I am proud of this shit, okay? My confession, yesterday, I took my two older children and
How old are
myself, 17 and 21,
Okay.
to go get tattoos. And so we all got tattoos. So,
Wait, Jessica, these tattoos were part of, because you just mentioned this too. They were part of like the red light sale or something. They were like,
oh no, it's red light. So we are not looking at hookers. No, this is
sorry. I don't know. I didn't even know what red light means.
Okay. So, back up. I have a lot of tattoos. Well, not a lot. I've got like 6. So I've got tattoos. I love tattoos. I think they're sexy as shit. I like them all over women. I like them all over men. I think it's great. Okay. And I also have allowed my, I'm just going to use names. Okay. Kai, he's my 17-year-old. I have allowed Kai to get tattoos before. So he has had 3 before yesterday. Okay. He already had 3. And yes, I signed up on the papers and I agreed. And I think it's completely fine. So I think this would be a good topic to talk about, right? Like, what do y'all think about me allowing my underage child to get tattoos? So it was a flash sale, which means all of you who get tattoos, you know what this means, but you go in and it was St. Patty's Day. So we went in and you get a tattoo for $40 and you get a pick from a wall of like things. And so we went in and Kai decided he wanted 2. So he got 2.
2 for 1.
He got 2 yesterday. And then Kaylee, who's my oldest, she had never had a tattoo before. So she got her first one and she didn't want to go. She was like, I'm not getting a tattoo. I said, oh, okay, that's fine. Just come with us. And I was like, maybe you'll see something you like. She's like, nope, I'm not getting a tattoo. And the minute we walked in there, she looked at the wall for like 30 seconds. She was like, oh, that's kind of cute. I can get that. I was like, yes, I got her.
Such a proud mom. And here I'm judging.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear that pause earlier from her?
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
What do I think?
Am I a bad mama?
Yeah, you are. That's my opinion. That is legit my opinion. So this is my opinion. Your body is your temple. When I was
meaning what?
You meaning what? Like, well, as a Christian, your body is your temple. You have one body, and I've never met a 70 or 80-year-old person that's flaunting their freaking tattoos. Like, yeah, I got this. Like, no, they're more like, yeah, it's all stretched out. Oh God, almost every older person that I've spoken to that has tattoos they all lead with, oh, I got this. I had a really stupid time in my life. Like almost all of them. Nobody, like no elderly person I met with tattoos is sitting there like proud to be tatted up. Like, I get it. It's a coming of age thing. I understand that. Like, for context, I have a tattoo. I have one tattoo. I do. When did I get it done? When I was going through a really stupid time in my life, or who I didn't know who I was. But I was intentional about my tattoo. I'm not sitting here saying like, well, my tattoo is worthy because I was intentional. Like, it's a Bible verse. It was in a moment where I was very much like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who I am. And it's, I will never leave you or forsake you. It's that verse. I got it in Hebrew. As a 36-year-old woman, I'm like, well, you're an idiot. You were supposed to get it in Greek because that was the first translation of the Bible. It wasn't Hebrew. You're not Jewish. So now as an older woman, I'm like, crap, I messed up. That's just how I'm thinking about it. But I remember getting it and thinking I was so cool because, well, you got tatted up. Ooh, you endured that pain. And I remember showing it to my now husband, and I thought like, he's going to think this is so sexy. And we have very similar views on that. It's like, this is your body. Like, this is the only one you're going to get. You're purposely putting this ink on you that I know, and I'm sure that there are safety measures to it, but it's like, that's it. You've like allowed this thing to fill your bloodstream and body, which Kissie, I also know, like, okay, well, you eat chocolate, who also has chemicals and stuff. Like, I get that. You know, I'm not sitting here saying, like, well, like, you do this, but you're not going to allow this. I'm just saying your body's your temple. You only get one. I've never heard anyone, like, super proud of their tattoos after, you know, a certain age. I just, personally, my judgment is, like, for Kaylee, she's 21, right? Like, I kind of get it. She's I don't want to say she's been around, but she's lived on her own now for a little bit to, you know, make that decision. But like for Kai, I'm like, how old was he when he got his first tattoo?
He was 16.
Like, yo, like Kai barely lost his virginity and he's like getting tattoos. Like, oh God, like know what it is that you really want for yourself. That's just my judgment. I know that, you know, he plays basketball, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a huge part of the basketball culture.
Yeah.
Is to get tattoos. And my husband is a basketball coach, and we have this conversation a lot when we're watching games. We look at the players, like which players have tattoos and which ones don't, and we, you know, I will be confident. I will be very confident saying like we're like, oh, you know, that's great. He doesn't have any tattoos. Like he's not following the masses. But then we see these like fresh out of college or first round picks, like freshmen of college, like after their first season, they all of a sudden have a full freaking sleeve. It's like, are you doing this because you genuinely want this? Or are you doing this to fit in with this crowd? And that's, I think, what bugs me so much about tattoos, that a lot of people do it because I feel like there's this notion in certain cultures. I'm not going to say like it is very prominent in like the Hispanic and Black cultures, not so much the white cultures. It's more like, you know, you have to be blue, white collar, look a certain way. But I'm like, are you doing this just to fit in? Like, you can be yourself. And in the basketball community, it's almost frowned upon. Like, you don't got no tattoos. What's wrong with you? Like, you're not tough enough. So that's my 5 minutes of judgment.
Yeah. Well, the
Tell
whole
me.
time in my head, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, I'm respectfully disagreeing with you. Like, okay, let's go with your body's a temple. It is. And it means that to me, that means that I should be able to do whatever I want with it. And I like things penetrating my body. So,
because there are no children listening to us.
No, but for real, I
like
think
the pain.
I do like the pain of it. It's weird, but I also like the art of it. And I would say every piece that I have is intentional. There's a reason why I have it, but I also am totally cool with people doing, who cares? It doesn't have a meaning and they just put it on because that's what they want. So, but I will say with Kai, it wasn't like, he wasn't like, oh, mom, I want this. And then I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. It was like, no, we had a conversation to where there were a few pieces that he wanted. And I was like, no, you can't get that. Because I would ask him, okay, what does it mean to you? And if he couldn't give me a good enough reason, I'm like, that's not meaningful enough. So his first one, we'll talk about what he has. So his first one is he got the 2 numbers of Kobe Bryant on his thigh. So of course, yes, he plays basketball. It's a good passion of his, and he is obsessed with Kobe Bryant. Was very affected when he passed, and so I knew that meant something to him. So he has that on his leg, and yeah, he wanted it in a place to where when he plays basketball in his shorts, it's going to show. Absolutely,
yeah.
So there's that, and then okay, the other ones aren't as much. So it was another flash sale, and it was him and his girlfriend, and so I brought them, and she was of age, so and they just picked out ones that they liked, and so he's got like a crown on the inside of his wrist, and he has like this, like, I don't want to say voodoo doll, but kind of looks like it.
Great.
On it, but it's small on the outside of his wrist, and then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because then he got 2 yesterday, and so yesterday, him and his sister Kaylee, they got matching ones, which are like 4 stars, which goes with their siblings. So she's got 4 brothers, and of course
I'm gonna have to look at this star. I want to see a picture because I need to see if it's demonic.
It's kind of like, well, here.
Is it like a demonic
like
star?
This on my foot tattoo, like these types of
Got
things.
it. Okay,
it's like
guys. It's not like a demonic star. Good.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, he got a voodoo doll, and it, like I need to make sure that I don't need to go over there and perform an exorcism on your kid.
No, no.
Uh,
Yeah, so he got that, and then he got, oh, okay, this one's a bit silly. So he got like a smiley face, but the eyes are X's. And he got it on,
that's like the Teddy kind of thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which is kind of matches the doll that he has. And then he got that between like his thumb and his pointer finger. Yeah,
I
so
will say, she explained it to me. It is actually very, very cool because it's on the inside of his thumb and that like right that thickness, kind of around like the thickness of this like that skin.
yeah,
That kind
it's
of
on the outside of the
yeah.
hand, but yeah,
So if he puts his hand like his fingers across his mouth and his thumb out, it almost looks like
his
it's part of his face.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, even though I am against tattoos at an early age, it is pretty cool, and you could tell that he did think that one out. So
Yeah,
kudos to
he
him.
did.
But still,
He did.
I'm gonna take him
And
to church one day, surprise him, like parents back in the day. We taking you to church. I'm gonna take him. Where are you
right.
taking me? I'm taking you to Chuck E. Cheese. Why are we pulling into a church? Because you need Jesus. I'm kidding. No.
Okay, she's not saying if you have tattoos you need Jesus. Okay,
No,
I'm
that
just-
is not what I'm saying. Clearly,
just
like I said, I
clarifying
do have a tattoo. I'm saying, like, you're like 12. I'm sorry. I've known Jessica's kids since they were very young. So to me, like, even Kaylee, who's 21, to me, I still see her as a 12-year-old. Like, she's 12. Like,
Yeah.
Kissy, she's 10 years older than that. But
So yeah, so he, and he's been deciding on his next big one. So he's got, the four little ones, and then kind of the one on the Kobe Bryant one is pretty big on his leg. So yeah, he's just still planning for the next like big one and what he's going to do and where he wants it. So it's funny that you said in the last or a couple episodes ago about him looking like Machine Gun Kelly, right? Because Machine Gun Kelly has like those like how you have like the spaced out tattoos everywhere. It's not like full sleeves.
Yes.
It's like that's what he wants.
that looks like you allowed a child to just draw on you. It's like a permanent cast. Come sign my arm permanently forever.
Love it. I think it's great, and
like,
I think it's such an expression.
You see, that's another thing. Like again, I'm not for tattoos, but if it's something you have to do, get a freaking full sleeve. Make it look like it's part of a shirt. Like, don't sit here with these spaced out things where it looks like you let a child come practice their art on you. You know when you go to like esthetician school and they like need people to help practice their hair. That's what spaced out tattoos look like. You're letting a brand new artist practice their tattoo skills for free on your arm. These spaced out things.
I think it looks cool.
I know you do. It's one thing. Like Jessica thinks like sleeve tattoos are like sexy, and for as long as I've known her, she's always been like, I love tattoos. And I mean, when we went, the only time we vacationed together, which is really sad, in Miami,
right.
we went and Jessica went and got a freaking tattoo.
I did. We walked by tattoo parlor. I was like, oh, let's go. I want a tattoo.
It was a group of 8 of us, and 3 of them got piercings. Jessica got a tattoo. That's just who she's always been, and I would never stay here. I'm not going to stay here and judge her with anybody else. I would judge her to her face. Right. But she's always talking about how hot sleeve tattoos, and I will continue to tell her, like, Jessica, please don't ever get a sleeve tattoo.
I am. I'm gonna.
I don't think you're gonna do it. Listen, because when you're 59, you're gonna be like, well, it's wrinkly now.
It's gonna be the forearm.
It was supposed to be a beautiful flower, but now it's like a dead fish.
I think that you have a very small pool of old people with tattoos that you talk to.
I don't. I talk to a lot of old people. I've volunteered at nursing homes, okay? Let me tell you about my
people who have like anchor sailor tattoos.
Yeah, that's usually what. Well, because think about it. What did Kai get? The teddy with the cross eyes. That's the thing. Like that's what's in right now. And in 10 years from now, someone will be like, why do you have a teddy bear with crossed out eyes? We don't know what it's gonna be then.
Yeah.
But yeah, back then it was the freaking sailors and anchors.
Oh, okay. So this is another thing. So Kaylee, I was like, oh, did you tell, your boyfriend? So her boyfriend's back in Texas. So, also she got her hair dyed the day before and she's brunette now. So my daughter's always been blonde.
Yeah.
And now her hair's brown.
She recently did that though. Didn't she do it like over Christmas?
No.
It was like the washout dye with her friend. Remember? They
I
did
don't know
some,
if
she did
she
something.
did that, but they did. Yeah, and they
Yeah.
had fucking dye all over my
Okay.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happened. But no, so she went for net, and now she sends him a picture of that, and then now she's getting a tattoo. It's
What did
like
he say?
these
He's
things.
not.
So here's the thing too. So I said, "Oh, did you tell him?" Because he is Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
and he, with his religion and beliefs, like they believe not to get tattoos, and he can't get tattoos on his
Mm-hmm.
body. So I was like, I was just curious to what he was gonna say, but he actually really liked it. He thought it was pretty cute. So
I was gonna say he's never gonna let her come back home.
no, but I mean that's the thing too. That's what I love about their relationship too. Is like he lets her be her.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean my next tattoo is already planned out. I'm ready to get it. I just need to save up the money for it because it's going to be an expensive one.
I'm gonna pray over this and just pray that nobody wants to do it for you. And that you will have some divine intervention because your arms are so pretty. You have like these freckled, like she has beautiful freckled arms. Jessica's also very fit. Um, and that's just again my opinion. And something I always say, and I have to remind myself, my opinion is not a fact. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just my opinion. But let us know, what do you guys think, not only about tattoos, but what do you think about tattoos with
On
a younger person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we need to start like an Instagram page too, so people can actually comment on our episodes. I think we should do that. But the issue is like we're recording in my daughter's playroom. And I don't think you guys want to see a Fisher Price kitchen and little baby dolls because that's what the background would be. We don't have the means nor the space to record in a beautiful little studio. So, yeah.
Yep, because we definitely want to hear what you think.
Yes. I don't know how we would go about that. We'll figure it out.
Again, opinions. We
Yeah.
don't need you to shame us though, okay?
No, shame us. If it makes you sleep at night, please go ahead. But
Oh, really?
No, but it doesn't.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not going to help them sleep at night. Please.
Yeah.
They're just going to be thinking about how crappy they are. Love you. All right. Bye.
Goodbye.